Chapter 3 Coordinate Geometry Revision Session 1. Let's start. So, we are going to start with this, right? So, we have already did this, but let's revise this. This is called the y-axis and this is called the x-axis, right? So, where these two lines meet, so this point is called the origin, which coordinates are 0, 0, and this two line divide this whole portion into the four parts 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these four parts are called the quadrants. So this is called the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and the fourth quadrant. Right, whenever we are going to write the coordinates, so first of all we have to write down the x coordinate and then we have to write down the y coordinate. X coordinate is also known as an abscissa and this is also known as an ordinate. Right, once again let's see x coordinate is called the abscissa and y coordinate is called the ordinate, and this whole plan is called the Cartesian plan or coordinate plan or the xy plan. So this is the small stuff that you have to remember because the 1 mark questions might be asked from this. Okay, so let's move. Second quadrant. Okay, so now let's discuss the sign. So you see here all the positive values, all the negative values, all the positive values and all the negative values. So here we are going to consider first of all the x and then the y. So here what is the x? Positive, so hence it is positive. Y, it is also positive, this is also going to be the positive. Now second, this is the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, first we will take x and then we will take the y. So x is minus and then y is plus. So these coordinates are the minus and plus. Then let's consider the third portion. So in this third portion, if you will first consider the x-axis, it is going to be the negative. And if considering the y-axis, this is also negative. This is also negative. So this portion is going to be the minus, comma, minus. Right? Okay, then we have the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, what we have, this is the positive side and this is the negative side. So answer is positive and the negative. Clear? So if you see the example, this is the point, right? This is the point. If you can draw it perpendicularly onto the x-axis and perpendicular onto the y-axis, this point is considered as a 2, 3. Now one question that must be asked from this is, this point 2, 3 is at how much distance from the x-axis? So x-axis से वो कितने distance पर है? तो सिंपल सी बात है, अगर x-axis से distance पूछा है ना तो y उसका जो कोऑर्डिनेट है ना वो लिख दो. सिंपल सी बात है, राइट? क्यों? क्योंकि देखो यहाँ से कितने डिस्टेंस पर है, तो 3 यूनिट्स के डिस्टेंस पर है. सिमिलरली इस पॉइंट को y एक्सिस के कितने डिस्टेंस पे वो पूछा है तो क्या करना है, उसका x कोऑर्डिनेट लिख देना. सी, बिकॉज दिस इज द डिस्टेंस इज गोइंग टू बी द 2. So remember, if the question is asked from the x-axis, you have to write down the y coordinate, and if it is from the y-axis, you have to write down the x coordinate. It is very simple, but at the same time, you have to remember this stuff or need to understand. Okay, so see here I have written that the coordinates, these two are called the coordinates, and this is called the abscissa, and this is called the ordinate. Okay, now exercise 3.1. In the exercise 3.1, what we have here to consider is how you will describe the position of the table lamp on your study table. See very carefully. If I'll consider this as an x-axis and this as a y-axis. Okay, so this distance is how much? 25, and this distance is how much? 30. So this table position is written as a 25, comma 30, right? On the other hand, if you are considering this as an x-axis and this as an y-axis, so the different digits will be there. So it is going to be 30, 25, right? Because this is the x-axis and x is going to be the 30 and y is going to be the 25. Okay, so it is depends on you that you are taking reference pointer at this pointer, at this point, at this point, at this point, at which point. that you need to consider. If I'm going to consider this as a reference point, now I have to consider the axis. If I'll take this as an x-axis, this is an y-axis, the answer will be the x-axis पे कितना है तो 25, 30. Right, अगर इसे उल्टा लेंगे, इसको y-axis लेंगे और इसको x-axis लेंगे, then what will be the answer? Then the answer will be the 30, 25. Clear? Okay, now let's move. This is the street plan, and we have to say how many crosses streets can be referred as a 4-3 and a 3-4. Only one possibilities will be there. Let's see here. This is the 4-3 and this is the 3-4. Why? Because this is the third street, right? So this we consider as an x-axis, this we consider as a y-axis. Simple. Okay. So here, if we consider this axis will be taken as in here, right? So this is, sorry, from this way, right? So this is the street 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this way you have to consider. And now what we have to found here is 4-3. So 4 we have to take the horizontal, right? The horizontal for where is that? Sorry, vertical 4 is here, and horizontal 3 is over here. So it is going to be the 4, 3. And vertical 3 is here and horizontal 4 is here, so we can say this is the 3, 4. So in this way we are going to describe this in a unique way. We are going to describe this in a unique way, and this is the only way possible that we are going to solve this. Clear? Okay. Now some questions are there. Write this is exercise 3.2. Okay. What is the name of the horizontal and the vertical lines drawn to determine the position? So this is called the x and y axis that we already know, right? What is the name of each part formed by these two lines? It's called the quadrants. It's called the quadrants. ये two lines से जो parts बनते हैं 1, 2, 3 and 4 उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Quadrants. Right? Where these names are, sorry. Write the name of the point where this two line meets. ये line और ये line meet करती है उस line point क्या बोलेंगे हम? उसको बोलेंगे हम origin. क्या बोलेंगे? Origin. Origin coordinates क्या होते हैं? 0, 0. Now let's see. So coordinate B किधर है? ये रहा. अब B का अगर मुझे coordinates लिखना है तो क्या लिख सकता हूँ मैं? तो सबसे पहले x एक्सिस तो -5, उसके बाद y एक्सिस तो (2) तो -5, 2. Clear? Now the coordinates of the point C. Where is the C? Here it is. x एक्सिस पर कितना है तो 5, y एक्सिस पर कितना है तो -5. तो 5, -5 is the answer. See this? See this. The point identified by the coordinates -3, -5. तो -3 x एक्सिस पर ढूंढो पहले कहाँ पर है तो ये रहा. -5 किधर है? ये रहा. तो ये दोनों मीट कहाँ पर हो रहे हैं तो इस पॉइंट पर. तो E is the answer. E is the answer. Now identified by the point 2, -4. सबसे पहले 2, -4 प्लस -4 क्वाड्रेंट में ढूंढो. ये रहा G. G ही होने वाला है because this is 2 and this is the 4. So this G is the answer. Clear? Let's move. Okay, so we have to say the quadrants. So -2, 4 is a minus plus second quadrant, right? It is in the second quadrant. 3, -1, it is a plus minus fourth quadrant. Then -1, 0, it is on the axis. It is on the axis. On which axis? See, as it is given the x coordinate, it must have the x axis. This point is the line on the negative x axis. Lies on the negative x axis. 1, 2 plus first quadrant. And -3, -5 in quadrant, third quadrant, right? Look at दिया है कर ही दिया है that you can very easily know how to locate it. -2, 4 -2 ढूंढो ये रहा. 4 ढूंढो ये रहा. इन दोनों को ज्वाइन करो पॉइंट मिल गया. 3, -1 तो +3 ढूंढो. -1 ढूंढो इसको ज्वाइन करो ये मुझे पॉइंट मिल गया. एट -1, 0 तो डायरेक्ट इजी है यहाँ पर ही है. 1, 2 दिस इज द 1, 2. -3, 5 see -3, -5 मिल गया. So in that way we have to locate the points, right? Now locate or plot the point x, y given in the following table on the plan, choosing the suitable units of the distances. Okay, so it's a -2, 8. So first of all -2, 8, this is the point. Then -1, 7. -1, 7, this is the point. Then 0, -1.25, so this is the point on the y-axis. Now 1 comma 3, this is the 1 comma 3, 3 comma minus 1, this is the 3 comma minus 1, right? So this is the point. So this is very easy, right? So that's it for today. We will meet into the next lecture. Till then, bye bye, see you, and work hard.